Oh no, this is, I mean, it's got the corner. If you could twist it more. I don't want to get the TV in there.
How's that?
Yeah, it's good enough. I be trying to copyright a girl. Copyright a girl. It's crazy that they do, whatchamacallit. Actually, on here it might not be on there, but on my actual live it might be. We gonna see. Let's talk about polygamy.
It's me, polygamy.
Okay. It is not in there. Hey y'all! How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey. Today I want to do my eyebrows. I'm gonna be tinting my eyebrows. And I'm gonna be talking about polygamy. Because I need to know, like, maybe one of y'all are in a polygamous relationship and I'm good, hey. But yeah, I want to talk about polygamy because y'all, I don't get it. Like, maybe I'm just in the wrong, like, generation or something. But I feel like it's my generation that's trying to come up with polygamy. Like, well, polygamy has always been a thing, but I feel like they trying to, like, revamp it. Hello, welcome back, polygamy, or something like that. Because at one point it was bad. Well, not bad, but, like, it was, like, frowned upon, and they were like, let's not be polygamous or whatever. But I want to know what do y'all think about polygamy? Like, do you guys think that, is anybody in a polygamous relationship? And if you are, let me know why. And if you're not in one, tell me why you're not. And I'm going to tell y'all why I've heard, yeah, in certain states. But in other states it's legal. But and I know that there are people that are not actually married, like they're married to one main person and then they have other wives that they're actually not married to. But I want to know what, like, okay, so people, what I've been hearing on why people need to be polygamous is I hear this all the time. You hear this? I hear, girl, if you don't know how to build, honey, if you don't know how to build, if you know about this financial wealth and these generational curses, and these generational curses, girl. And if you're not into trying to build a tribe with me, you can't even be with me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to build an empire with you. After, like, I hear that so much, and it's like, no, like, I don't want to build it. I don't want to build it with you. No, literally, they all want to be like building a tribe or like building, like, I want to spread my seeds. I want to have as many children. Like, we don't need to populate the earth, sir. Like, I don't understand. But what I do understand is, like, the whole generational curses thing. I understand, like, trying to build wealth, but you like, we don't got to be wives. Like, we don't got to be sister wives. We don't got to have, oh man, I didn't put my, whatchamacallit. We don't gotta have sister wives. I don't gotta be like, they be trying to do real live nasty stuff all together. And that's not, like, what does that have to do with generational curses? I don't know any I don't know anybody that needs, like, who does that? Like, who is trying to have sister wives and, like, what, okay, how can I explain this? I just don't understand the correlation between the two. Like, what does sexual relations have to do with generational curses. Y'all get me? Like that has nothing to do, or like building wealth. Like if you want somebody in your house to pay your rent, just say that. Like you don't have to be doing everything. Or if you just want to have big old nasty parties, if y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm not the girl, but just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be like, you don't, I don't know where people are getting this whole,
Because there's not any law benefits either.
yeah,
It is illegal in every state to marry more than one woman.
yeah.
So they could be together.
You could be
but
with,
you
yeah.
can't legally be married to more than one woman. So you don't even get those tax benefits or like whatever.
Nothing. Like, what is the purpose? Hi, Tamara. But I don't get it. I don't get it. I be talking about it. Just so y'all know, I actually do take this stuff. But anyway.
Do you know how it started, supposedly?
What happened to getting a business partner to build wealth? Exactly. But no, like, I do understand everybody living under one household so they're able to save. Because if you have 5 people paying 1,500 you or 1,500, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can split it up and it's less for everybody and you get to save more of your check. That makes more sense to me. But what does that have to do with that has nothing to do, like, you don't need you don't gotta see my titties for that. You get what I'm saying? What? Like, I just don't get it. Maybe my maybe it's, I don't know. I need to talk to somebody who really does fully believe in this. And then men that are like, I need to build I need to have my seeds or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need to spread my seed. Sir, you're nasty. That's disgusting. And no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, so I know that it probably originated like some king had a bunch of women back in the day. You know what I mean? Like way before this. But in like America, what I read was
It was
like,
the Mormons, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Mormons. But what really was happening, I think it was even more than just the Mormons. I think the Mormons adopted it the most. But what happened was back in the day, men would go to war and all this stuff, and they would die, and they wouldn't let women work. So if you have a family and the man that's taking care of the house dies, now you have a woman with kids who has no ability. They won't
So it sounds like she need more husbands. I'm sorry, it does. What does that have to do with more wives? We need more husbands.
That's funny. They look at it as, so then a man that had a family already would pick up that family and take her as a wife, and then he take care of the other man's family as well. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Nah, she needed more husbands. That was the problem, and he was just being selfish because that's just how men are.
There wasn't enough men.
Send y'all off so y'all could go die.
4 to 1 women to men.
Huh?
There's already 4 to 1 women to men, and then those dudes were just dying left and right back in the day. There just wasn't enough.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Latter-day Saints. What was I just thinking? But have y'all heard of this whole Nature Boy dude? Nature Boy and who else does polygamy? There's select few people who do like polygamy, or they trying they trying to do polygamy. Like on whatchamacallit? Yeah, he wants to do it, but like it's like y'all are just nasty. Like, and I'm sick of them trying to hide behind being woke and hide behind being enlightened and this is how we used to do it back in the day. Blueface is polygamy. Oh my god, no.
Wasn't that one guy trying to
You're not polygamous. Look, I just, oh my god. And what is the purpose of him doing it? It's literally, if a man honestly wants more than one girlfriend, whatever, it's literally I just dropped that. It's literally just him wanting to do a bunch of women. That's just what it is. Like, I don't care what you're trying to hide behind. That's what it is.
Isn't that Chopper guy trying to do it too?
Who? NLE Chopper? I don't know. That's a little boy though. I hope not. I feel like any girl, I hope nobody that subscribed to me, nobody, all 16 of y'all, I hope none of y'all ever think of that. That's a big no. That's a big, huge no. That show Big Love really explains it well. Isn't that the one? That's the one with the wives. all the wives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The difference between that though, and what is more respected, is all them girls had their own house. So homeboy barely have time for him because he gotta pay for all them houses. That's not funny. That's not funny. But like, I feel like this new generational polygamy woke thing that they're trying to push.
They're sharing a bed. No.
Yeah, they sharing beds. They sharing
he wants them to, like,
houses.
deal with each other and shit.
Yeah, he wants girls to be together with girls. Like, that's just really some nasty stuff. Like, what are we, like, I'm not saying like if you are both ways, I'm not saying that's nasty, but I'm just saying like if y'all not and he's trying to force y'all to be like that, that's nasty. Oh my gosh.
That almost seems more polyamory than polygamy.
Yeah, that's true. They really do need to stop. Yeah, no, it's a big no. I'm really trying to tell you that's disgusting. And it's just mainly the main people that I see trying to do it. If y'all haven't heard of him, is this man named Nature Boy, and he keeps on like trying to make these women be polygamous, and they keep on saying they don't want to be polygamous. And then another thing that he says is, "It's a man's nature. It's a man's nature to want to spread his seed. I'm a man." I'm a man. And then like it's like I don't. It does sound like some R. Kelly stuff, but yeah, he keeps on trying to say like this is a man's nature, or a man's nature is to have a bunch of women, and you're gonna be doing polygamy anyway because he's gonna cheat on you. Sir, you can go ahead and exactly, you can go ahead and get all them STDs and do what you want to do, but as soon as I find out you cheating, it's you gonna peace out, goodbye. Like, it's not in a woman's nature to just be sharing the dingling. It's not like that's not naturally how we come out. Like, most women, if you hear they gonna tell you, I'm not sharing with nobody. You got me all the way messed up. If you think I'm gonna share something with you, girl, goodbye. Girl, I wish I would be clearly objectified. Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. It has there's a lot of like nastiness that be going. Like, are y'all getting checked? There are so many questions. And then if he can't even like, I feel like a lot of my thoughts about polygamy really do come from Eligio, because then I'm like, he don't even got no house for them. Right. Like, you out here begging folks for money and got the nerve to have 6 wives. How dare you, sir? That's why I said that it was that other man that did it. It made more sense for them on that one show for them to do that. Yeah.
And
exactly, how you gonna feed the kids? Say you got 6, and then say you got 6 kids. You got 12 mouths to feed. Yeah, I could. No. I couldn't do it. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say that show was a trip. Like, he had it all like good until he went on that show. Because then once he got on that show, I guess they pushed him to get another wife, and he had been with each woman for like 20 years already. Like, he got them all like the same time, and nobody else got in the family. They just had their kids. They were all like, and then when he brought the new woman in, he was just spending all his time with her and stuff, and it just kind of like.
Exactly, because women are not down to share their people. I don't know what kind of man. I don't know what men be thinking, but no, it's a no. No, I'm not doing it. I could never. If any of y'all are in a polygamous relationship, speak up, because I need to talk to you. Yeah, I need to talk to you. But now, now we're talking about polygamous on the male side, could you be, I guess it would be just considered polyamorous. I mean, you could have a polygamous relationship as a woman, but do y'all believe in being or like, would you ever do a polygamous relationship where you have multiple husbands? Personally, would I? No. Because I don't know. No. Not, not, exactly. Not, um, I'm trying to think of a different word that I can say. Not sexually, I would say that. Not sexually. But for sure, if I was already in a committed relationship, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, one can get me my food. I just need a food person and the dude. I could do that, but I couldn't be just mingling with everybody. Because that just doesn't feel right. That doesn't sit right. But they would both have to know. I'd be like, yo, look, I be getting food. Like, imagine that. Imagine, like, getting a bunch of food all the time, like, from two people. Is that bad? Is that bad?
I don't know, but you're funny. You always just talk about getting food.
Because I love it so much. Like, no, for real. I'm so serious. I could do some food. Wet Wattpad is, but not. What's Wattpad? What's Wattpad? What is that?
I've never heard it.
I could definitely get some food. Like the one person that'd just be like, oh yeah, you want some this? And then breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But other than that, probably not. Not even probably. Nah, I'm good. Because then you gotta listen to two people talk. Oh. No, I could not listen to two people talk about all their. No. I'm good. What was I thinking too? There's another thing that I wanted to talk about. It was polygamous. There was something else. I totally forgot. Make fiction stories that are out of pocket. I need to do it. There was something else that I wanted to talk about. I don't know why I feel like my eyebrows are absolutely wilding right now. But maybe it's because I don't have a Q-tip.
Why do you do?
Because I haven't done it in a long time, and I needed to.
I forgot what else were you saying.
There was something else that I wanted to talk about. It wasn't polygamy. Was it religious? I don't know if it was religious. I don't think it was religious. I guess, yeah, I want to talk about this, y'all, and don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Do y'all believe that biracial people are black? Like, would you call a biracial person black? I think that makes sense, like, how I worded that. Would you just say, hey, yes, this is a black person? And if you would just say that, yeah, this is a black person, why? Why would you say that? And then I'm going to tell y'all what I think after I get, like, an answer. So I don't feel like I'm just conversing with myself. There we go. And if you are biracial, do you just say, yeah, I'm black? Because I think my brother does. I think my brother just says, I'm black.
Oh, really?
I think he does. I don't know if he says biracial.
I don't think he says biracial. He's like, where are you? I'm Mark.
Right, I'm Mark. What are you talking about? The best person you'll ever meet. My brother's conceited like that.
Where, buddy?
I know. Nobody's even commenting.
There you go.
Only if they fully identify and have 50% or more, because if you think about it, 50%, they are at African, they are seriously not even black. I would say yes because it's the dominant gene. Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys are like full black women, but to me, I wouldn't call them black. I would call them exactly what they are, biracial. And I don't think that that's an issue. And I feel like a lot of people think that that's an issue to call them black. Like a lot of people are to call them biracial. And that's exactly what they are. Like if you have one person that is, one parent that is white and or a different ethnicity, and then you have one that is black, I'm gonna call you biracial because that's what you are. Like, I don't know. And then everybody says, "Oh well, in the eyes of America, I'm seen as black," and it's like, okay, but we're switching into new thought forms, new trains of thought. And honestly, just saying one drop, that like I don't understand. But here's the biggest thing. To me, they will fight you down, a black person. They will fight down a black person and say, "Oh my gosh, you are you're trying to tell me I don't have a right to my culture." And they will literally fight you down for saying, "Oh, you're not black, you're biracial." They will literally fight you down, but they will not fight down the white side and say "Oh, well, how come I'm just considered black if I have one drop?" Like, they will not argue with them. And I'm like, I mean, like, how could you be mad at me for saying what you are and not mad at them for completely saying, "Nah, you ain't this over here, honey. You not this over here." Like, that's amazing to me. And then the fact that I also feel like, for example, and you guys might disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. I like having dialogues like this, but exactly. But so you'll have the people that say like Meghan Markle, that was her name. Mm-hmm. Meghan Markle, the first black princess, or Obama, the first black president. Vanessa Williams, yeah, the first black Miss Universe. And it's like, but they're not black though. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so they're able to take spaces of black people. Like, it would have been awesome if they're like the first biracial person, like the first biracial this. And then if it was a black girl up in the in the palace, I would want her to look like me, or to be fully black, so then I could say, yeah, that was the first black princess. Like, no, she was biracial. Like, I feel like they put that I feel like they put biracial as black, so then they can actually take black people's, yeah, they can, like, it's more digestible for them to say, "Oh yeah, she's black, but not that black, not this one." You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Americans are so quick to take labels from people just to make things simple.
If Biden wins, what's her name will be the first black?
Exactly. And that woman grew up Indian. How are all these people just black? That doesn't make sense to me. I definitely think that they definitely need their own spaces. They need their own, and if there's nothing to say, I'm not saying it's bad that they need their own spaces. I'm saying that they have their own category, and for them to group it as a whole, it starts to obviously create friction, but then they're able to lay something on top of black people. Does that make sense? My father is Puerto Rican and Caucasian. My mother is African. And I personally don't like being referred to as biracial. I say black or African American. I'm glad that you said that. Why don't you like being referred to as biracial, if you don't mind me asking? Because I actually want to know. I don't feel like that's a derogatory term. Like, I know that that one rapper girl, Mulatto, Lil Mulatto, or I don't know if she goes by Lil or if it's just Mulatto. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I know that is a derogatory term to say that. Because you're pretty much just saying like,
I didn't know.
Like, no. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why she even calls herself that. But whatever.
I didn't know that was a bad one either. Like, that's
I think it is. I'm almost pretty sure it is. But yeah, I would like to know why biracial seems like people don't like to say biracial. They like to say black and just group everything as black. Anything that's not white, they'll be like, oh, it's black or it's Hispanic or Asian.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if other races do that, like they're half white, half.
Yeah, if I was white, what would we call our kid? Mexican?
Well, yeah. Well, I think a lot
You feel like
of
you
them say
would?
half. Like every time I hear it, usually they say half. They just go half.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't even like really explain the half. They just say half.
Yeah,
and
that makes more sense to me.
Yeah, which is weird because like, well, I guess it's not weird. I guess if you're half black, then you gotta explain whether you're half black, white, half black, Asian, like that. But when you're half like, just half white and half Mexican, let's say, you know, you're not half white and half black. You know what I'm saying? So that's out because you look kind of either whitish.
I got you.
So then they're just like half, so they just assume white and Spanish or whatever. Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't like. If I would have a biracial child if I had a kid with him. I'm gonna teach that kid that they're biracial. I feel like African gene is dominant. I feel the African gene is dominant one, which it is. That's very true. It is, but
you're not 100% that gene.
Yeah, you're not exactly. That's my point. Like you're not 100%. And I'm not trying to argue with you. You girl, you gonna call yourself whatever you feel like calling yourself, and that's on you. Period. But in my opinion, you're not fully that dominant gene. So you still have half and half. I want to know why people don't like to be referred to as biracial. Even though we can't see people's percentages.
Can I say this?
I feel like they hold on. I feel like they truly are like it's truly important to. Why is that my? Why I'm not understanding this comment?
I want to say this real quick. Now tell me this though, if it was back in the day, and the way that white people were treating black people, I know it's not like they're treating black people good now. I'm not saying that, but 40s, 50s, whatever it was.
When there was like lynchings and stuff.
If you were mixed and you could be considered white, or
the other half,
black,
or if you were white passing,
like fighting to be white.
I think that too.
It's just right now. It's
cool.
Obviously, it's very.
But I don't think that everybody's just saying that it's cool right now to be black, so I'm gonna be black. Like, I don't think that they're doing that. But I am thinking detrimental, girl. If I was half white, I would be fighting. No, I got what 5%. I would be saying, look, I know I look black, but I got 5% scando in me. I'm a part of y'all. So I think that if you are white passing, I think because they did that. There was a princess that did that, and they never told, or they never she never told that she was half or whatever it was. But even though we can't see people's percentages, I feel like that is truly important to be identified as African American, because say someone's mom and dad are mixed with 100 other things, would you still be African American? That's very true. That's very true. I agree. I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know. But what I'm going to say is, for me, my brother, he is, obviously my dad is black and his mom is fully white. So my brother is biracial, and I don't feel like biracial is bad. What's another word? Another term? Mixed. But I feel like mixed is just like, I mean, in half. I feel like biracial sounds like it's like, I don't. It's not a medical term, but I feel like it's medical term.
I guess in a way I can kind of like see it, like, because now that I'm reading her thing, so now she's 3, so you're not biracial, you're triracial. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get that too, yeah.
So then it's like you're not biracial, now you're like classify I'm triracial, like.
But if I was triracial, I would say that.
Right.
I would be like, girl. And I would learn every single last thing. Like, that's what I'm telling you when I have
mixed, but I know people think mixed sounds more like a
just blunt.
Yeah,
too blunt for me. Like, it just sounds like.
The person said the other day, they said it sounded like they're talking about dogs or something.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't feel like it's like that at all.
Right.
But like back to when I have children, I'm going to teach them that they are biracial children. And I'm going to teach them both sides. So this is your black side. This is your Mexican side. And you are both. Congratulations. And I want them to be well yoked on each side. Not, oh, well, in the world, you're going to be seen. Like, no, this is what you are. And if anybody tries to come out and say, oh, you're black, I want you to correct them because you are proud of both sides of what you have. And you know both sides. You're well versed on both sides. You speak both languages. You are literally the manifestation of both of us. So I think it's honest, it's rude. That's rude to me to be like, no, you're just one. And the world only sees you as one. So learn that.
But
that's so rude.
Doesn't it also feel like if you're allowing people to just call you that, so then they see you as that because you're not saying anything about it. Like, you're not correcting it, so why, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you
of
mean?
course they're going to see you as that. So, like, if you're biracial and somebody says, oh, yeah, no, this is my black friend or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
They see you as that because you're not saying, no, I'm biracial. If you said, no, I'm biracial, something like that, then they're like, oh, yeah, this is my friend who's...
First of all, don't introduce somebody with their race. No. Like, this is my Mexican friend. No. This is my Chinese friend. Like,
because everybody always says, well, they see me as this.
Yeah, like just out in the world. I think that what they're saying when they say that is out in the world, just off of first, like if I wasn't even like thinking, like I don't have to think about what you are. I know what you are. Like you're black. You know what I'm saying? Like not they see you, but that's just what you're deemed as already. You get what I'm saying? She said, I said, yeah, I'd own that shit. But yeah, to me, I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you. I see biracial people as biracial people, and I don't feel like it's fair to black people to just be like, oh, you're biracial, or you're black. Biracial people are black too. I don't feel like that's fair to black people. Because if they're black, then what would you call me? I can't be black too. Like we both can't just be black. Whew. So that was that topic.
The only other thing I think of now, I think I remember what you were gonna say. Was it about like how white women just be like live?
Who? Oh my God, yes. Have y'all seen that thing that was posted that it said, hey, what do you do for a living? And the lady goes, what? And then she's like, yeah. He's like, and she had a Maserati. He was just going around asking everybody like what kind of cars they had or what they did for a living because they had really nice cars. And this lady's like, what? And then he's like, what do you do for a living? And she goes, I'm married. And I'm just like, white women are really out here just like living their best lives, like just married. Because then I also saw another thing, and this isn't, I'm not saying this is bad at all, but I'm saying that like I don't know what people are doing. I don't know. I don't know. It's not bad to tip. This is what I was saying. It's not bad to tip or over tip your housekeeper if you have a housekeeper, girl. I'm the housekeeper over here. But it's not bad to tip her or over tip her at all. But what I am saying is this lady was just like, yeah, I'm gonna give my house lady a really good tip, and I'm just gonna dig in my husband's wallet and give her whatever money he has in here.
It was $5.
It was $500. And I'm like, girl, you just dug in his wallet just gave this lady $5. Like, what if he was planning something? Like, like how comfortable these women are. They just feel comfortable to just dig in wallets. And does that just come with marriage? Like, I don't think I'll ever feel comfortable just digging in your wallet and giving somebody money.
But I will say this. I don't know, but I know that compared to most people, you are very your own stuff. Like, this is yours, this is mine. Like,
but money?
But everything. But I'm saying you're like that with everything. So I can only imagine how you're like that with money. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
I would be so hurt if you dug in my wallet and gave Jorge all of my money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed off. I would be so mad.
But you don't like people touching your stuff in general, no matter what it is.
No,
You're like,
$500. $500. How many of y'all would have been mad? Because I would be pissed. Exactly. Yes. See, girl, I know if he ever went in my wallet and gave it, but like, okay, like, here's the thing. I hope you don't ever go in my purse and give away $500, because after that, I'm broke.
Let alone give it away. I wouldn't go in your purse and take it if I needed it.
But here's the thing, though. Like, $5 makes sense. Okay? $10, okay. I would say even 20. Right, you should always ask. I'm just saying, like the amount, though. Like, 20 even makes sense. We're talking, she took did I say that? I was on my phone. She took $500 out this man's wallet. And I'm just like, women are out here just doing whatever they feel like doing. Y'all see how my eyebrows came out? Oh my gosh.
But like, yeah, all those videos like that were a trip anyways, because
there's so many.
Every time they asked those guys what they did for a living,
yeah,
they look shocked too, and they're like, nothing.
Investments.
Oh, I'm retired now. And
it's like, yeah, you guys didn't do anything for any of these.
They have supercars, they have Ferraris, and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And they're like,
which brings me into slave money. like the oh my gosh. That's not the only way that these people got money, but I'm gonna say I feel like it's a big thing. Like, for 400 years, if you had free labor and you was selling a lot of whatchamacallit, what do you call that? Cotton, tobacco, and stuff, you'd be rich too now, also. Okay, so now that I'm done with my eyebrows, I feel like they're done. Where are our reparations at? Girl, listen. Girl, get me started. I want to be the spokes or vice spokes lady. If they ever decide, we should probably, because I want reparations back from the Arab people, because you know how they like to say, oh, well, it was your own people that sold, you to us. It wasn't our own people, it was Arab folks. I need that first, reparations from them. First that. And then a lot of black people don't know that they are Indians also. Like, and when I say Indians, I'm saying like Native Americans. Yeah, that they're Native Americans also. We didn't get that money either. Like, so excuse me, I need part of the Native American money, I need slave trade money, and I need the money that you owe us from the 40 acres and a mule. And that's the point, because I was saying this, I think I was saying this on a different live. They don't have enough money to even pay the debt for this. They do not have the money to do it. And I feel like that's why they will never do it, because they don't have the money to do it. Maybe when they switch on to this digital whatever, maybe then they'll be like, okay, well...
But it's bigger than that. Why they won't do it? They won't do it because then it gives people power. You know what I'm saying? If they gave you land,
but we're gonna get power anyway.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're trying to hang on to it because, like, back then they realized that if they're like, we give them land, then that's something that you
can't like then make it simple. Just give us whatever you took, give it back. Somebody said, prove it to you. This is the biggest thing to me.
Prove what?
Mild honey, you are late. We already had the polygamous conversation. But anyway, somebody told her to prove that she was Native American. All you have to say is, who were the first people here? Who were the first people here? The first people here were Africans. That wasn't even the name of them, but just so we are all on the same term. African people were here first. So how, like, for millions of years, we've been here. Okay? They like to say, oh, well, it started 6,000 years ago. No, we were beyond that. So we inhabited all the land, all the lands everywhere, South America, and it was all together at one point, and then it started splitting off. We were everywhere. So we were native before anything. Like, you can't say, like...
And there's proof. They found Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon.
Exactly, and that's here.
That's in the Grand Canyon. I'm thinking that it's when the water was still in the Grand Canyon. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, that's true too.
Nobody's just going to that dry ass spot, walking through the Grand Canyon. Like, I'm sure they were going through on their ships. There's a place called Egypt, Ohio, where there's only a certain type of... They brought a certain type of sand that the pyramids are made out of. And it's the only other place other than where they're at.
Indigenous people. Cece said indigenous people. Yeah, I guess a name that you could say instead of African. I think that's what you were saying that for, I think. We are ancient people for real, and they robbed us. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So when people say, oh, well, like, when you say you're native, girl, say that with your chest. Because, and it's another thing that I want to say, like, it's not a coincidence that a lot of black people grew up with their parents saying, oh, yeah, you're Native American. Oh, yeah, you're Native American. Oh, yeah, you're Native American. Like, a lot of girls used to say, oh, well, I'm Indian. I mean, we used to talk about when they would try to, like, wear hair and stuff. Like, some of them are not. But a lot of people grew up, a lot of black people grew up saying, oh, well, you're indigenous or you're native or whatever you want to call it. They grew up knowing that. And now, magically, you're not? No, you were native to this land, too. Also, there were the mixture of natives, the ones that we know today, they were also saying, oh yeah, there was black people who came over and gave us gold arrows and things like that. So,
but even like in Mexico with the Olmecs, how they have like statues literally
of black, exactly. So it's like these people are
before Aztecs, before Incas, before Mayans, like before that, way before that, and they're obviously left the pyramids, and the a lot of the artifacts are a lot like the Egyptian artifacts. And like when I told you I watched.
And now they won't claim us as being here too. What do you mean? What were you about to say?
I was about to say when I watched that thing on or listened to it on Joe Rogan when they had that guy Hotep Jesus on there, and he was talking about, he's like, think about it, it was ships that were bringing people across the, from Africa to America, right? And he said, how many ships do you think it would take to bring 12 million people? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like it's not a close trip, and you have 12 million people. They said that were brought over or whatever like that. There were black people here. That they were. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Exactly. But she said because they've been made the textbook version of Native American.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you. And then a lot of the Native Americans that they're calling native too, and I don't know if I feel like it's okay, so I'm not saying it's a $5 Indian. I'm not saying that's what I would call these people, but that's, I guess, the name that they gave them or whatever. Yeah. Whatever it was. But there's a lot of white people who paid $5 back in the day to reap the benefits of being Native American, and they are not actually Native American. Y'all, I'm using my stuff. So I need my reparations for that. I agree. We all need our reparations for that. Give me my money. Give me my money. Because remember they were taken in and bred with white. Who was taken and bred with white? What are you talking about? Because Native American is Asian mixed, as in when I say mixed, I mean black and white, and Spaniard. That's what the Native Americans that we see are today. But yeah. We need all our reparations. What?
Is that your turmeric?
Yeah. My skin look glowing. Look at my skin, y'all. Period. I think I should do a skin routine. I feel like I need a little bit more under my eye. But what else was I about to say? I wish I could remember the actual topic that I was gonna talk about because it was funny. Well, my main topic was polygamy. I wanted to know about that. I don't know if I did or not. Maybe it had something to do with my videos. Was it about Orishas? I don't think it was about Orishas. Oh, what kind of spiritual videos are you guys into? If you guys are into spirituality, or if you're not, if you're into, yeah, whatever you're into on that. What kind of videos? Do you guys like chakra videos? Do you guys like third eye videos? Do you like, have you guys heard of the third eye? Do you guys like, or do you even believe in the third eye? I know a lot of people also, are into like, obviously zodiac videos, but what would you like to see if like what would you guys like to see when it comes to spirituality? My eyebrows came out good. I'm so happy. And also, not even deeming spirituality, what do you guys like to see from me? I know a lot of people like to see hygiene videos. I know people like to see videos of when I talk about like how to smell good, things like that. But there's only so much that you could do to always smell good all the time. More about diet for sure. I'm about to do weight loss, like a whole weight loss series and stuff, so I'm excited to do that. But y'all, I'm gonna be honest, y'all gonna see Wingstop a little bit because I love Wingstop. But yeah, I will definitely talk about diet. And yes, I have a third eye video coming because I feel like everybody's out here trying to open their third eye, girl. And I'm like, no, stop. Y'all, stop. Abort mission. Because what y'all got going on, it's a no. It's a no. Don't do it. Actually, I'm not going to use this one. Because spirits are at you. Spirits are at you. Living, walking. Exactly. People be telling them, yeah, open your third eye. Yeah. What did I hear? Oh my gosh, I have to talk about this. And this is about the Orishas and stuff. Everybody out here talking about their Oshun, and I'm doing this. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Not y'all, because y'all probably don't even, you know what I'm saying. But people are out here talking about I'm Oshun and I'm Oshun's daughter, and these people. This is that's a closed practice, okay? That y'all talking about. So you have to be initiated to do these different things. And if you're not initiated, if you don't know what you're doing, you are opening, like, it might not be Oshun. It might be, y'all know the demon from, what is that one scary movie?
Oh, Liar.
No, the one with the girl who's a medium. It's Insidious.
Insidious.
It's gonna be the damn person from Insidious.
It's gonna be Annabelle.
Annabelle gonna be at your door knocking, talk about let me in, and you'll be like, oh shoot, I'm Oshun daughter, and let Annabelle right on in your house, and then look at you messed up. Don't mess with that shit if you don't have other people who practice it. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Now, ancestor worship is a different thing because I know a lot of people like to say, "Well, I like to do stuff for my ancestors, and I do this and that for my ancestors." Ancestors are a completely different thing. You're honoring people who know you, okay? And even then, don't be like adding folks in and trying to call upon spirits if you don't know what you're doing, because you don't know what you're calling up on. And calling up on, I sound like you was rolling up on that, huh? Anyway, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know. If you don't know what you're doing, don't call on it, because it's real, okay? It's real. But I think on my channel I'm gonna stress that like heavily, because I want to have a spiritual channel. I keep on saying that, but
Well, you are.
I am, but I don't know if I'm just gonna put it all in one, because I feel like I've got people who like just hygiene stuff and they're completely into church things, and they're like, I'm gonna stay away from that. And then I got people who, huh?
You are gonna start that separate channel. I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to or not. I feel like I want to, and I feel like I shouldn't. Do you think I should? I don't know if I should. I don't know.
Post it on both until the other one starts to go, but yeah.
Okay.
It's just a double upload, really.
That makes sense. But I feel like I have more freedom when I'm able to talk, because I'm going to be talking about it all, honey. I'm going to be talking about it all.
That want to see it.
Oh, are any of y'all Aquarians in here? I know Ashley was an Aquarian. How do you feel about astral projection? Because when I was a kid, my Christian mom told me it was the devil. It's not the devil. Oh my goodness. No, astral projection is what everybody's able to do. It's just literally like your body coming from, or your spirit coming from your body. It's an out of body experience. It's not the devil. Although if you're in the wrong vibrational frequency, like if you are in the wrong frequency, it's just like turning, this is a great way to explain it. It's just like turning on a radio, you know, like the crank radios, or like things that you're trying to tune to different stations and stuff like that. If you are already on the wrong station, you are going to see some stuff that is not what you were trying to tune into. So you got to make sure your body is tuned to the right frequency, and then that way when you astral project, you already done turned on that radio to the right frequency. That was the perfect way to explain it. Anyway, my father found century aware from my mother's family. Baptism, brothers, I personally believe in higher powers, but I don't believe in religion necessarily. Demons are real. They are, like you said, you better worshiping and praying to. Exactly. You have to know exactly who you are worshiping and praying to. Because these things really will mess with you. And although, like I said in my other video, although you do come from, like, even demons, all demons, higher powers, all that, we all come from the same energy source, but we're on different levels, okay? So I forgot kind of what I was about to say. So yeah, just be careful what you're worshiping, okay?
Demon energy source, different levels.
Yeah, we all come from the same source, but that's what I was gonna say. We all come from the same source, and we all have the same powers because we come from the same source. But other things are more in tune with their spiritual powers, and even people here. There's people here that are like in tune with different spirits and powers that they're able to do. So when you're calling upon these things are smarter than you, because they're on a different realm than you. You are encapsulated by a body, okay? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. So when you out here talking all these different things, these things are smarter than you. They're more wittier than you. They know what they're doing. And that brings me to all of them. I want to talk about that. You know how people be talking about selling their souls and signing. I think it's called I forgot the name. I have to look it up, and I'll talk about it in a different video, because a lot of these, y'all see a lot of these rappers and stuff, they die, and before they be talking about, oh, I sold my soul, or oh, they be joking around and doing stuff like that. Excuse me. But I don't know why when I take black seed oil, it makes me like, yeah, ugh. But anyway, a lot of these rappers and people that have done these different things are dying, and it's because when you go into these deals with these things, the deal is you are going to worship it and you're going to work for it and it will work for you. But like I just said, things are smarter than you. These spirits are smarter than you. They're not going to fulfill their end of the deal. And here's the catch. They're going to give, oh, I'll give you what you want on this spiritual realm, but when you die, you are going to be worshiping that thing forever. And that's why they end up when they end up dying, it's because that thing is not going to put its end of the deal out. You already signed it up, and now you're its for the rest of ever. Yeah, question, how do you get in tune with yourself? Yes, you hear them say it in songs and cover it up. I'm gonna answer your question, but I'm glad that you even said how do you get in tune with yourself, because a lot of people don't even know, like, their own, like, how can I say this? So there are people who have, I think I said this in a video, but there are people who have different voices in their heads, right? And they'll call it schizophrenic, hallucinations, things like that. Come on now, medical terms, my ass. But before you are doing this, and this is what I've said in a video, you have to be in tune with yourself. And you have to know that the voice that you hear in your head is you. Because there's a lot of times when the voice that you hear in your head is not you. And you'll stop me and be like, why did I just think that? Or why is that something that I'm thinking? Like, why did I like, it's something that you don't even resonate with, that you're thinking in your head. Or, well, it's thinking in your head, because there are different things that latch on to people. But, have a sound mind. And I hate to say that because that does come from the Bible, but it's very true. You need to be able to have a sound mind before you're doing anything like this. And how you start to get in tune with yourself, first thing out of everything is you have to, I would say, go on a fast. But if you're not going to go on a fast, cutting out meats for sure. Like, you have to take out any other energetic thing. Like, how can I explain this? So like when animals are dying, or when animals are killed and they're slaughtered and all that good stuff, that meat still holds energy. Just like your body still has the energy of you once you die and then it decomposes. It's just like somebody eating somebody else, like nasty, right? Cannibalism, gross. But anyway, it's just like somebody else eating somebody else. You have the energetic, you're getting the energies of that animal. So when it died, it let out a bunch of different hormones and a bunch of different things. And a lot of people are wondering why they're anxious and they're having depression and things like that. And it's because you're eating the emotions of that animal already. So when you're trying to get in tune with yourself, you have to take other outside emotions out. So when I'm saying turn off the TV, turn off movies, listen to music that doesn't have lyrics, social media gotta go. You literally have to go into a full isolation, food wise, everything wise. And what was I thinking to and then after that, you have to meditate. I would say meditate. If you're on a fast, meditating is really good to do as you're fasting, because then you're able to really get in tune with your body and yourself. But the main thing is listening to the thoughts that are going on in your head, listening to what's running in and out of your head. What is something, and it's not, because I know a lot of people think that meditation is not thinking at all, but meditation is actually you're observing every thought that you're having. So, and then you're able to step back from the physical and just see what's going on in your own body. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I have a video coming on this. So should I just say it, or should I? Yeah, I'm just gonna say it again. And then working on each chakra as you are, as you're meditating, after you've already come into self and realizing yourself and knowing your thoughts and your mind and your sound and your everything. Meditation on each chakra. like a month of meditation on each chakra, having and releasing all these other, because a lot of people have a bunch of like childhood traumas, releasing childhood traumas. Like there was a time when I would meditate, like when I did a spiritual bath, I did a root chakra meditation, and then I even cried in that because I was like, girl, like you gotta release this, girl. But like, yes, it's like that serious. That's what I'm trying to say. Whew, I'm getting hyped, y'all, because I like talking about stuff like this. But yeah, so each chakra, literally meditating on that. And then grounding is another big thing, actually going out into nature and being able to like, I know a lot of people go outside and like, think about how many times you've heard a bird. Like lately, how have you actually went outside, got in your car, and then actually hey Tahari, and girl, I don't know, YouTube don't like me because I be talking about all types of stuff. But anyway, what was I saying? Getting in the car and hearing like birds chirping. I feel like a lot of people are just like, they end up being very disconnected from that, and not like something as simple as birds chirping. You're just super disconnected from.
Makes sense. You hear water run.
Yeah, you'll start to hear water actually.
Blowing,
yeah, exactly. You're more like aware of these things that are of nature. You're more aware of nature. Whereas people right now are honestly like, go to work, go here, gotta go pick up food, go to this, and you're like disconnecting yourself from earth, like from nature. So getting in tune with yourself is getting in tune with nature, and getting in tune with your diet, and getting in tune with all that good stuff. And I'm gonna talk about this. And yes, people are in survival mode. Yes, people are in survival mode. They're in fear mode. They're in anxiety mode. And a lot, like I was saying before, a lot of this music and stuff keeps us in that mode. A lot of the stuff you watch on TV keeps you in that mode. A lot of stuff that you're watching and that they put on your I'm gonna say it for you page, but even on TikTok, on your YouTube, it's stuff to keep you in a lower frequency. So yes, getting in tune with yourself is about all that. You might not even realize it. Exactly. A lot of people just be sitting like, oh, this is a good I'm having fun and all this good stuff. And then, I don't need to remember when you were a kid, what made you happiest, being outside in nature, smelling fresh air, and being free. Yes, girl, I used to have a weird connection to trees. I would be bouncing on tree limbs. My parents would be like, get her out of that tree. Like, I'd get bitten by spiders, all that kind of stuff, because I was always climbing a tree as a child. Exactly. It's as you said, certain songs will have you sad. That's very true. And then not only that, but but what was I gonna say? Certain songs that have you sad. But there's also oh yeah, there's food. So the food that you're eating and things like that, like if you're not eating, and I like to say live food, so stuff that actually needed the sun to grow. If you're not eating that kind of stuff, like if you are eating that kind of stuff, you'll realize that you'll have energy throughout the day. You'll feel more light. You'll feel happy. And then when you're eating dead foods, you'll realize that you get tired and you're sluggish and you feel anxious, or like you feel bloated and things like that. So when you're eating salads and you're eating things off of trees and you're eating things like that, you are going to you're going to start having connection with the earth automatically. So I think the first thing with getting in tune with yourself is your diet. Big time. And drinking water. Please put the sodas down.
The biggest thing for me, like before, it was like working out, like getting a lot of that stuff out of your system too.
What do you mean?
Just like working out, like getting a lot of the endorphins and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
sweating out.
And that's also another way for people to meditate. Like there are some people who can't just sit down and meditate, which is, to me, I don't understand it. But I know that a lot of people do think that I know a lot of people do, like when they're working out, they're in their own minds thinking, oh, I can do this, or I'm doing good, or I'm or keep your back straight. Like they're still, that's still their meditative state, but that's just for them.
Right.
For me, when I'm working out, I'm like, bitch, you tired. Put this shit down. So like, I know I have to actually sit down.
It's funny. That's funny that you said that, because now I think about it, I guess everybody has their own type of thing. Because like my brother would do like his lifting and stuff like that, but when I was running, like,
yeah,
everything would go out of my mind.
I don't know how.
Yeah, everything.
You don't feel pain in your calves.
Like a runner's high. Before
your lungs ain't hurting.
Before they used to, like, I mean, once you start running a lot and stuff, no, it was like it felt easy. Then you felt like you'd want to run like faster and like.
No, I cannot run and be in a meditative state. I'm in pain.
That's because you are sprinting. Like when you like mile
slow,
stuff,
right?
Like,
but slow is boring, because then I start looking like, oh man, maybe I should just stop by the store and get a popsicle.
Like you start off, like I'm like I'd start off and I'd be like, okay, well I can't get any, I can't go more than this, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you hit a rhythm. You get this weird rhythm of like your breathing and your heart, and everything syncs up really nicely.
She's funny. She said my grandmother had this tree in her front yard, in front of her yard, that I literally would climb and could easily sit myself up there, so I would fall asleep, so I would fall, and baby, I'd be asleep. Girl, yes. That is so true. But yeah, like as a child, what did you have a connection to? Some kids really liked to be in the grass. Some kids really liked the snow and they would go play out in the snow. Some kids, I would literally always be in a tree. So when I go back to, when I go and I want to meditate and things like that, that's what you want to go back to. Like when you're doing your root, especially root chakra stuff, girl. If you don't go to a tree and sit down, God, bugs. She like bugs. I can't silence my mind to meditate. My mind is always going miles. I be trying though. You don't have to silence your mind, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people try to say that you have to silence your mind, and for me, you don't. Like what I've learned, you don't have to silence your mind. You literally have to just look at what you're thinking. And when I say look at what you're thinking, obviously you can't see it in words, but you, like, if you think, oh, my leg itches, acknowledge that. Be like, I just, okay, I get what I'm saying. Okay, that's me. Okay, go on. And then, but a lot of people, I saw an ad on an app, and it was talking about meditating, and what the meditative state was kind of like. And they put like this little, I don't know if it was a bear or whatever it was, but they put like this little bear looking thing in the middle of a bunch of traffic. And it wasn't him trying to stop the traffic, just, the traffic, because the traffic isn't going to stop. You're going to always think. It was more of him actually becoming the observer of the traffic instead of just being in the traffic. Does that make sense? I think that made sense. You're not even listening to me. Dang.
But I looked down to read something real quick.
It's okay. But yeah, so you're more so becoming the observer instead of, like, if you are the person in the car and you're driving, you're being aware that you are the one driving and there's other people that are out here driving, but you're aware of your seat and where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sometimes, honestly, I do get to a point where, like, I've exhausted all of my thoughts, so now it's just quiet in my head. But in the beginning, I didn't,
When it's quiet, do you realize that it's quiet? Because, like, sometimes, like, I'll be like, and I'm like, I didn't have a thought for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I don't realize.
Yeah, you don't, exactly, yeah. You're not like, exactly. You don't even realize that you haven't even thought when you have gotten to the point of not thinking. But in the beginning, you're just supposed to be observing your thoughts, and then it naturally comes to that the more you do it. And then your pineal gland and you start feeling vibraty, and then that's when I begin scared. I be like, girl, you about to jump out your body. Hearing all this made me realize that I honestly need to make a complete shift in my lifestyle. Even means I end up old and strong because my exactly. I think a lot of people need to do exactly what you're saying. Even me, because I'm still on social media and I'm still doing stuff like that. But it's hard because, like, not for like Facebook or something like that. Like, I'm not like, oh, I have to post on Facebook or I have to see what people are doing on Facebook. It's mainly like for YouTube and posting on like TikTok, things like that. Like, but when it comes to social media for me, I feel like yes, you have to step back and be able to be in your own. Because how many people don't like being by themselves? Like, or likes really do affect them. Like, if they don't get a like, or they like, I posted something and I was talking about I think I was talking about a completely different topic, and somebody commented and they're like, oh, you only got 15 likes on this, and I'm like, but I don't care. Like, I don't care though. Like, and I feel like a lot of people really do care about the likes and their presence to other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like,
And
I
they do really.
I didn't care. Like, if my entire point wasn't for a like. Now, if I'm in water, it seems to be the only time. Yes, there are people who meditate in the shower. There are people who will literally just stop and then have like their 5-10 minutes of meditation in the shower. Exactly. Exactly. I feel exactly like that. It really does come down to like I think people try to just jump into this so nobody just go jump in and be like, okay, I'm just gonna take everything off. Like, you could do if you have an iPhone, and I don't know about Android if they have it or not, but you can do like set times of when your phone will lock you out of everything, and it's like, okay, well, time to put it down, and then go outside, like go out, like leave your phone. Actually, no, people trying to kill people, don't leave your phone, because you might not have to call the police. So take your phone, but like tuck it away and actually go and ground yourself. You know what I'm saying? Actually go and look into the sun. Actually go and feel everything. Like, be aware and be there. You hear what I'm saying? You feel me? Well, yeah, a lot of people actually know. Yeah, for us, winter is good, but in the northern hemisphere, shower. Dang, girl, really? Oh man, you know what would be good then? If you did spiritual baths. That'd be cool. Speaking of spiritual baths, you guys, I'm gonna show y'all a bunch of ways how I do like cleansing baths and root chakra baths, and that would be a good series. Sorry if I yelled in y'all ear, but having like a different bath for everything I'm doing, and I can show. Oh, that's such a good idea. On full moons and the new ones. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What was I also just thinking? I also want to talk about because I had one where I did a womb healing spiritual bath, and I feel like women also need to do a lot of womb healing and stuff like that, because there's a lot of traumas that we hold in our wombs, and that is your creation space. I kept on saying that in that video, and I was like, I'm being really redundant, but when I say literally it's your creation space, like, you can create everything. Like, that's literally your space of creation. So I think I'm gonna do a lot of womb healing things too. I want to talk about a lot of womb healing things too, because there's a lot of stuff that women hold, and it holds right, that energy right there holds right in there, and then it taints a lot of stuff that you're trying to create. So the things that you're trying to create, if it doesn't come out the way that you wanted it to come out, it's probably because you got a whole bunch of energies that are in there that are not allowing your creations to go as planned. I feel great. And I feel like I got ideas, and I didn't write none of these ideas down. Cece, Cece Lacey, what is your sign? And you already know, when I ask somebody what their sign is, it's either because I'm vibing or they annoyed me, and me and you is vibing, girl. And Kai, what is your sign too? I like to know everybody's sign. I always want to know. What's y'all signs? And Aries, okay. Do you know your other things, like your other signs? The cat with the mustache. Oh gosh. Hey girl. Do you know your other, like, moon and rising? Oh dang. But Aries, okay. Okay, cat with the, she a Virgo. Go ahead then, Virgo. There's a lot of Virgos. A lot of Virgos and a lot of Cancers.
August or September. August or September.
Like, are you saying? Oh, okay, Capricorn. So I'm a Virgo. What were you saying, August or September Virgo?
Yeah. Cat
with the mustache. Are you an August or September Virgo? And Capricorn, okay. We got all the energies in the house. But as far as Aries, the reason why I was asking you that, mainly too, not only because we're vibing, but because it makes sense. That makes sense as to why you're like not able to ground your thoughts, because that's a fire sign. So literally go out there and literally ground yourself, sis, and you'll be good. You'll see, do more like grounding work. Leo, Sun, Aries, Moon, Scorpio, rising. Talk about intense. That's a very intense thing. Okay. We Virgos shall rule the world. No.
That's very Virgo of you.
That's very Virgo of you. No, and in August, Virgo. Yes. Yeah, girl, Leo Sun, Aries, Moon. That's 2 fire right there. That's fire. That girl might, what? Think like that's a very intense thing. Scorpio rising is very intense too. Dang, girl. Yeah. Maybe I should do like, nah, I'm not doing that.
What?
I don't know. I just like to know people's top 3. I call it top 3, I guess. Like your sun, moon, and rising. I like to know that. I got 15 people in here, and I only got 3 signs.
Even other people that have something to the top. Let's see if you should do it.
No, I just like to know it. I think the best top 3 is my sister. She's got an Aquarius sun, a Gemini moon, I think. No, a Virgo moon, and then a Gemini rising. That girl is smart, super smart, extra smart, double, triple. It makes sense as to why she's been in school and has gotten a master's, a bachelor's, the doctorates, and everything. Like, it makes sense. Yes, Tahari, and then you can snap me because I want to know yours. I feel like Tahari's really chill, so I would not be surprised.
Guess before she does it. Guess what she is.
She's a Taurus sun. I feel like she's chill. I don't know her personally, but are you just saying that because usually I'm right when I guess? Wait. Do you like it? Do you like it?
Do you like it though?
I feel like she said I do. I feel like a lot of I feel like she's really chill. So I wouldn't be surprised if she had like a Virgo or like a Libra kind of thing going in there. But who's Kai? You have a Taurus sun? What do you mean? Like, I thought you said you were Capricorn. Are you a Capricorn rising and a Taurus sun? Or what were you saying? What are you saying? Everybody comment your sign. 1, 2, 3, go. I love talking about zodiacs.
You should do it more. I think people are interested.
It's fun.
Especially if you go into depth.
Yeah, because I feel like people only talk about, like, when they talk about, like, cancers, they'll be like, oh, they cry. And it's like, how? I mean, yeah, I do, but, like, and they'll say, oh, they're sensitive, and no. A cancer will beat you up. The best fighters are cancers. Mike Tyson, cancer. Who's that other dude?
John Jones.
John Jones, cancer. Actually, my birthday, cancer. Israel Adesanya,
yeah,
cancer. McGregor, cancer. Like, all of them. So, like, stop saying like, how about you say don't mess with us? I'm honestly all 12 signs in one. You are.
Well, you really are.
Yeah, you actually are. Taurus rising. I'm honestly all 12 signs when I honestly depends on the other one. No, you actually are, Gio. You actually are all, like, you have a full birth chart, so you are literally made up of all 12 signs. And that's the thing that I hate about when people say, like, when people talk about zodiacs and stuff like that, they're like, oh, well, I don't believe in it because I don't completely agree with being a Taurus. And it's like, okay, but you might be a Taurus on a 5 degree, like, so you're very close to Aries. So you might honestly identify more with Aries energy. And then not only that, but then you might have a moon sign that's in Aries or a rising that's in Aries. So you literally are everything.
Don't even know about houses.
Huh? Yeah, there's different houses.
Which house stands for.
Exactly.
When you showed me that stuff, I was like, oh, damn, this shit blew my mind because
it's a lot
I was like,
of stuff.
Oh, this does seem like more like me than when this doesn't match this or that doesn't match that. I'm like, oh.
Crab mode active. Wait.
Cancer.
You're Cancer? See? Go ahead, Ngio. Lobster fighting skills. I'm trying to tell you, cancers don't be playing. Mess with a Cancer's family. I promise you they will rip your head off. I promise you they will rip your whole head off. They might seem like the quiet little chill person that might cry. And you know what? They might cry as they're doing it, but they will rip your head off. Absolutely. 150,000% yes. Yes, Kai, do you follow me on whatchamacallit? Follow me so I can follow you back on Instagram, so I can follow you back. And then once you find it out, send me what your signs are so I can be like, oh, okay, girl, I see you. Hey, first name, last name. What is your first name and last name? Not your last name, but what is your real name? She's like, look, she's like, shh. There's a reason why I didn't put my name. Honestly, sometimes I feel like my sign is secretly just dumb. It's like, one time I was looking for my phone for a solid 5 minutes and it was in my other hand. Oh my gosh. What's your sign? Dumb bitch. Okay, she said, V, okay. I got you. We got you.
Guess her sign.
She's really secretive?
Yeah.
I feel like what is the most secretive sign? Scorpio. I feel like Scorpio is the most secretive.
First name, last name, you Scorpio?
Yeah, first name, last name, are you a Scorpio? Or do you have any Scorpio in your chart? You have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. Cancers are like that too. Pisces are like that. It's at Becoming Blessing, Braley. Imagine that's someone's birth name. It'd be like, huh?
She's a Libra.
Libra. Wait, did she comment? Oh, I'm a Libra. Got you.
Libra.
I'm a Libra. Are you a Libra in the ending? So, like, are you already kind of going into Scorpio? But yeah, I think I did a great live tonight, guys. And if you guys like these lives, I'll do them more often because I honestly like just talking to you guys because it's a way easier because I feel like we actually get to like have a conversation back and forth. I only have like 3 functioning brain cells. See? I usually be right when I want. I'm usually right when I'm saying stuff. But that's perfect example. Either she could have a Scorpio moon, or she could literally be on the cusp of going into Scorpio. So she's not like, I'm not really, they're called deacons. They're actually not called cusps, but they're called deacons. And it's first deacon, second deacon, and third deacon. And it's when where you land on the chart of degree. So if you're at the end of the degree, if you're like 29, you're damn near going into Scorpio. So you're going to have energies of both. Boom.
What did you say that made her say yes?
Because she said, because I said, are you going into Scorpio? Like, are you at the end of Libra?
Yeah, because
which is third deacon.
Thing, if she's at like 28, 20. Yeah,
exactly, which is why my Mars is like 0.5. If you go to another solar system with the zodiac, will the zodiac planets change you? So I mean, what do you mean if you go to a different solar system?
Yeah,
so like if you were born here, so you're in this solar system. But if you're in
your
a different,
would be this solar system's traits, but
yeah, but if you were in a different solar system, you wouldn't have come through this solar system. So you would definitely be more of whatever that solar system is.
But is there still zodiacs? I think she's trying to say.
Are there still zodiacs
In those solar systems? Like, does Andromeda have a 12?
I don't know if that's what they call it, because they probably don't speak English, but like I don't know. I'm pretty sure because your spirit is going through different energies, so you would have to.
Guys, that's deep.
So you would have to. Would
the planets change you?
Yeah, I think different planets, because different planets govern different things. So like, what is it? Pluto? No. Jupiter or Mars? Was it Mars? I think it's Mars or Mercury. One of the two governs communication.
After that question,
Venus is.
Every emojis.
I know right? No, other like Venus is your love. So like Venus governs love and stuff like that. So these things give off different energies, and when you're coming through this solar system, you pick up those different energies. So I'm pretty sure if you're going through a different solar system that has different energies, so you're going to pick up those energies of whatever, and then wherever you incarnate or whatever if you become in a physical, exactly, time difference too. If you come into a different, I don't know what they're going into. They could be robots, just naturally being born robots. I don't know what it is, but I know that encapsulated in this kind of human body here on Earth, in this solar system, there's different things that are, what?
I was also going to say about, like, animals. I know you always say about our dog, because he's a Scorpio. Yeah, he's a this and that.
He is a Scorpio, and he acts just like one. That dog is so skeptical,
saying,
and so, like...
Is there, like, lions out there that, like, it matters that they're a Virgo, or...
I think so. That's personally me. You could probably think I'm crazy, but I think my dog is a Scorpio, and I swear he acts exactly like a Scorpio. Like, what dog? Tell me what dog? Like, a Taurus dog, if you give a Taurus dog some food, they're just going to eat it. What dog is so skeptical at the food that you've been giving them for years? Like, this isn't a dog who was abused or anything. Like, this is a dog that you've had him since a puppy, and he is still so skeptical at everything. Like, and he's like, that dog, and he's a very, like, conniving little dog.
Yeah, he'll grab it and put it on the floor, look at it like, did you do something to this?
Right.
Eat it.
Even as a puppy, he wasn't the kind of dog to just, like, start barking at other dogs. He would always just look, observe, Come back. That's an intense little dog. But anyway, what do you mean my hearing is almost... I bet he's a conspiracy theorist. My dog's over there like, my hearing is almost too good, so I keep them covered. What are you saying? Are you saying like you're... What are you saying? What do you mean? I feel like I'd be coming out with some stuff, and then I'd be like, huh? Like, he's coming for Shane Dawson. He better. Girl, my dog does not trust anything at all.
Oh, she's saying the dog's hearing's too good, I think.
Oh.
She's like,
He's like, nah, I heard y'all. Y'all was plotting on me. That's hilarious. I love y'all. I wish I could just do a live every night with the same people.
You should. They messed up, huh? Turn on your notifications.
Turn on your notifications, because YouTube be trying to suppress me, because I be trying to tell y'all the truth, and they don't give y'all the notifications because they be like, this girl gonna tell y'all all the business. And yes, I am, because I want to. But excuse me, turn on your notifications so you can get everything that I be talking about, because YouTube be hating on me, and then they be pushing out the girls that be out there. Oh goodness, that absolutely is terrible.
Tragic.
Yeah, I hate working at night. No, I'd rather work at night, but not from the daytime to the nighttime.
That's terrible.
But yeah, that's all I had to say, you guys. I'm gonna post all the stuff. I'm honestly gonna have to go back to this last so I can remember even what I said I was gonna end up posting. But I can't wait for 2020 to go over this year. I am gonna save my live. It's just certain lives that I don't save because I know that I will end up being banned. Like, they already, like, when I click the X, they already hit me with the, sorry, you're talking about something that you shouldn't be talking about, demonetized. So I'm like, before they even try to say take this down, or they take it down, or I get a strike, or whatever it is, I just don't even allow it to come on. But this one, I feel like this is a pretty clean line. So I should be able to post it. Like, I will post it, and I'll just leave it up.
They're like, we already seen this one.
Right, they're like, we were already in here, I participated. But yeah, I do keep some of my lives, but some of the ones that I be talking too much, I don't keep those. Exactly. Like, exactly. They seriously would be. You need it.
But they do it too. Let's see, you go to TikTok, probably.
Yeah, no, TikTok does it too. Y'all, let me say that too. Yeah, TikTok be doing it too. I don't know why I started whispering like they can't hear me. But yes, TikTok be doing it too. Like, they I'll post something and then it'll get like three views, and I'm like, I've got 15,000 something people on here, so there should be more than 3 people that saw it. But let Charlie come up there talking about I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. Like, then they're gonna boost that. That's... But anyway, I'm finna go. I'm gonna say this live. Okay, so I'll have another polygamy conversation, because I do want to have another polygamy conversation when there's more people in here, like how more people are in here right now, because I want to know about more people in their polygamy. But right now, I gotta go to sleep, girl. And all y'all follow me on Instagram. Okay, bye guys.